I'm Negin Farsad, comedian, TED Fellow, and self-proclaimed civics girly. We're here in Philadelphia, the birthplace of American democracy, and for 250 years we have been a shining example of this grand experiment. But one of the most important things about democracy is voting.
For most people in America, voting is something we take for granted, but it hasn't always been that way. In true TED fashion, I turned to some experts with much smarter pants than mine to better understand how we got here. To begin, I went to Independence Hall and spoke with Emma Hart, professor of American history at the University of Pennsylvania.
So I'm a historian of the colonial and revolutionary period, and I love studying it because it's crazy.
Now, I'm judging from your accent that you're not from here.
I am, in fact, British.
So you're a little self-hating because this is also an example of the failure of the English.
Completely. Yeah, I love the fact that the Americans gave the Brits the boot. I have no problem with that. I think they did exactly the right thing.
But giving the British the boot didn't solve everything. Elections were limited and not everyone could vote.
So in 1776, before even independence had been declared, Philadelphians were demanding that they should have a part in writing the new Constitution of Pennsylvania.
And the plan instead was what?
Just for like a few wealthy elected men to kind of get together and talk it out.
Right. Over crudité to just like sort out what they thought a Pennsylvania should be.
Yes.
And in this situation, the people were like, we should have a say.
Yeah, it's like we're part of this revolution. We deserve to be part of this democratic process. And the result was one of the most democratic state constitutions of the revolutionary period.
I mean, that all sounds so exciting. I would have loved to have voted in that election.
Well, sadly, you couldn't have done because you're not a man who's aged over 21 and is white and pays taxes in Pennsylvania.
All right, no, all of that's true.
Pennsylvania's early experiments with democracy were a model for America. But how do we get from rich white dudes making all the decisions to the system we have today?
So to demonstrate how voting rights have expanded over the years, we're here, and we have to get to that Liberty Bell, which means everyone 18 and up can vote. Sorry, kids. So here we are at 0%. This is the monarchy, no one can vote. At 1789, when we're all constitutioned up, what percentage of people can vote?
We're going to be about here, which is 15%.
Okay, what was the population back then?
The population was about 4 million people.
Okay, so 600,000 dudes were deciding everything.
Yes.
Not to make this about me, but can we get to the point where I get to vote?
We can do, but it's going to take us a while.
Okay.
And she wasn't kidding.
It's around 1860 now, and about 44% of people can vote, thanks to the fact that white men who don't own property are now able to vote as well.
What's the next step?
The next step is the 15th Amendment.
Where does that take us? Okay.
This takes us to 51% of people being able to vote, but it's a very significant 7% because this is all black men who have been forbidden from voting before the Civil War.
That's good. All right, we're adding.
Unfortunately, then we're taking away again.
No!
To explain why we had to do a democracy rewind, I talked to Dr. Tukufu Zuberi, professor of sociology at the University of Pennsylvania.
What happened with the 15th Amendment, there was the big white reaction to it, the turn back, the smothering of the black vote. I mean, people were in the streets demanding to have the right to vote, but they were being denied it systematically. People would come to vote and they would say, well, you need to fill out this questionnaire. Who was your father? Who was your mother? Let us see proof that you paid some taxes. That was the start of the institutionalization of Jim Crow in this country.
As Black Americans fought against Jim Crow laws, another big group was making progress towards gaining their voting rights.
Okay, we're in 1920, and what happens here?
Well, thanks to the 19th Amendment, all white women over the age of 21 can now vote.
I mean, this was like a democracy high five moment.
It certainly was. Yeah. So obviously here we're at 90%, and the next significant leap was the Voting Rights Act of 1965.
Okay.
So we can go another 5% forward here to 95%.
Okay, and because of the Voting Rights Act, Basically, no one can be prevented from voting.
That's right. It is illegal to discriminate against someone based on their race.
That would include Iranian American Muslim ladies?
It would, yes.
Okay, great. I'll take it. I'll take it. Though we're still a little ways away from 100%. Why?
Well, one of the major reasons is it's not until 1971 that everyone over the age of 18 can vote.
Okay, we got a little something there. Nice, love it. But we're still like not at 100%.
We're still not at 100% because, of course, there are still a lot of states where anyone who's been convicted of a felony can't vote. But also in 2013, the Voting Rights Act is rolled back, which means that African Americans and other marginalized groups are now again losing the right to vote.
I'm calling that a huge bummer. So do we have to like do one of these?
We should probably move back a bit again.
Don't love that.
No,
Don't love that.
It's not great.
That's why an idea has to be constantly nurtured and constantly paid attention to. If you turn your head around, we might not have the vote.
Yeah. It's interesting because like this whole time you're sort of feeling this push and pull between like expanding, no, contract. So it feels like we've done progress, but like kicking and screaming low these many years.
Yes.
Oh, we're so close to 100%. Can I just ring the bell? I just want to ring the bell.
You may not. We've still got work to do. We've got to go
I
back.
really want to ring the bell. That was anticlimactic.
It may have taken almost 250 years, and there is still work to do, but America has made so much progress. Since we declared independence, securing voting rights has been a bit like a relay race, each generation passing the baton to the next. It's something that we shouldn't take for granted. So get out there and vote, and make sure your neighbors can too.